Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love. The power of positivity and vitamin D is overcasting, but we are in Barba at a shopping mall, and it's one of the probably most beautiful shopping mall I've ever seen. So inside there is a rock climbing in the center, and they have 3 floors, and I've been through all of them, and they're very typical of of similar to any shopping mall, and it's beautiful. I'm walking. But my friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club, and today I want to share with you the conversation between gold bugs and Bitcoiners. Should you buy Bitcoin? Should you buy gold? Is one going to cancel out the other? Who knows? We don't know. But here's my take on it. Okay, so I think Max Kaiser, he did a short kind of like an explanation, and then Pomp put it on. He was like, he played it on his YouTube channel, and I think Max, he made some really great point when it comes to gold. Imagine the amount of energy, the amount of destruction we put in to get the output for gold compared to Bitcoin. And a lot of the gold bugs, I love gold. I don't consider myself to be a gold bug. There's some intrinsic value. I just like wearing it. I don't like to store it as like a store of value, but I like to wear it. So like 10% of my 10% of my income I put into gold, and the rest is Bitcoin. By the way, I'm 95% fully into Bitcoin. I unstaked my Binance yesterday, so it take about 7 days for it to be completely done, and then I'll swap it over to Bitcoin. But go back to gold, okay? Gold, we put so much effort into getting it out of the ground, refining it, and then we think of it as a relic, and for thousands and thousands of years it's been doing great. And we are living in the digital world, and if we are living in the digital world, then money has to be digitized, and that's where Bitcoin is going to come in. And I understand that, the one point that really stood out for me was like gold bugs are more of store of value, more of like an individual perspective, like, hey, I want to store my wealth. But Bitcoiners is like the same concept, but like, hey, we have a tool to empower humanity, because everything that's happening, we have to look at the money supply, and if we can fix the money supply, then we can change the world for the better. Meaning that, there's no central authority, there's no inflation, there is no war, there is no going out trying to conquer another country, and everyone can have access to Bitcoin. And I think, that really brought it home for me. And when Max Kaiser was like gold bugs, or people that buy gold, they want to store it, they want if the apocalypse were to happen, then at least there's no counterparty risk. You hold it, you own it, it's the same thing. There's no counterparty risk. And Bitcoin is it's digital, so it's new, and I know that baby boomers, not all, but the majority of baby boomers is it's really hard for them to accept that that Bitcoin is can be a store of value, it's kind of like, if we take the older generation and what kind of music they listen to, and then we try to feed them with the current music of the younger generation, chances are it's not going to fit well. I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but 2021, I'm moving out the basement. And I think we are at a crucial point where, you know, the question is, if the apocalypse were to happen, is everyone going to shift their mindset to Bitcoin? And I think the answer is no, because a lot of baby boomers or the older generation, they've been holding on to gold for so long, and it's been a store of value for the longest time. So it's kind of hard to shift the mindset. But eventually, I think the younger generation will. But at the stage that we are in Bitcoin, I mean, we still have a long way to go. Right now, it can be a store of value, but at the same time, Lightning Network, like everything is happening so quick. But I feel like even if the apocalypse were to happen right now, Bitcoin is not ready. It's just not ready for mass adoption. And and I think gold still has value. And in the future, there's still going to be value. I mean, there's still going to be like industrial usage for gold in electronics. But as far as like as a medium of exchange, it's not going to happen unless and there are so many things that Bitcoin can do that gold cannot. And I understand that if you, my friend, you have to get this, okay? If you buy Bitcoin, you have to store it in your wallet. I hear this over and over and over and over. Like every bull run or every time when there's a hack, or when people store their Bitcoin elsewhere, not in their wallet, it's they ended up losing it. So treat it like gold. If you own your Bitcoin, you gotta put it on a hardware wallet where you hold the private key to your Bitcoin. And I think that is the way to go. That's what I'm doing. And I do feel that this whole crypto space, right? There's Bitcoin and there's crypto space, and in the last couple of videos, I mean, if you've been watching my channel, you know how I feel about Bitcoin and crypto, because I've been around. I've been prostituted in the crypto space. Holy moly! And I'm not mad at the fact that with the whole Luna, UST, Voyager, and then like the contagion. That's what they call it, the contagion. And what was the Celsius and Celsius? But but my observation throughout that whole process with Bitcoin and crypto, and I decided to go fully Bitcoin, simply because we have a working foundation. All of the other ones are, I mean, they have their they have their usage, but it's it's not the right foundation. And I've explained that in my previous video, why Bitcoin is the foundation for the future of money. And in my opinion, it's going to be very sufficient for not just the individual, but for humanity. And the gold people and the Bitcoin people, we should get together because we have the same outlook. The gold people trying to store their wealth in case of the apocalypse or the collapse of the dollar. They have something to exchange, like a store of value. But then with Bitcoin, it's, you know, it's like, okay, even if there is an apocalypse, I mean, we are living in the apocalypse, right? We know that the declining of the purchasing dollar is happening on a daily basis. And if we can shift people's mindset over to Bitcoin, then we don't, you know, we don't have to play out that scenario. And if we were to play out the scenario of the apocalypse, the last thing you want to do is worry about, you know, gold. You need land, you need resources, you need community, you that's what you need to survive. If there is an apocalypse, you don't need money, you need resources. And hopefully we don't get to that point. But you know, if you don't know who Max Kaiser is, check him out. I mean, you know, I like him very much. I like him because you know, I like people with like strong belief and why they believe in what they believe, why they believe in what they believe in. And you know, I've been around and I feel like you know, the principles of Bitcoin maximalists, it's you know, it's very aligned with my ideology. Like, take any coins, okay? Take any coin from the crypto space, any coin. You know, I can probably know, you know, there are probably less than 5 people within that project that I can agree with their ideology, why the coin is being created and how it's going to be used for humanity. But with Bitcoin, you know, you see maximalists, they're from all over the place, like, but they have one ideology at how to fix the money supply and what is going on with our current monetary system. I make it rain, I make it rain. You know, even like gold people, they're kind of the same way, but gold is more of the individual. Like, everyone is seeing that the collapse of the dollar, it's eventually going to happen. And some people like to store it in gold, some people like to store it in Bitcoin. But we have a technology that is working or currently in the process. So, you know, that is my take on it. Like, I keep hearing, should people buy gold? Should people buy Bitcoin? Well, if you truly care about the environment, go with Bitcoin. Not a financial advice, but that is a fact, okay? All of these like ESG requirements or standards is a bunch of crap, okay? And if we are going to shift into the future of money, then Bitcoin is king, my friend. All the other coins, I'm pretty sure there is going to be a place for it, and the other thing is scammers gonna scam. There are going to be scammers everywhere. They're in, you know, your daily life. They are at your workplace. They are in government. They are in you know, the crypto space. They are everywhere. It's just human nature. But the best thing that you can do for yourself, my friend, first of all, the one lesson that I've learned from the contagion: do not leverage. Just buy out your Bitcoin. You know, whatever you have, just buy it. Learn how to read charts. Like, you know, learn how to trade it, because, you know, like right now, I only use the MACD and the RSI and the Lux algo, you know, to kind of, you know, see where the market is going. But the market will always like go up and down, up and. I just had lunch. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It will go up and down, and it depends on, you know, how you know, what is your timing? Like, do you want to trade on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a weekly basis, or on a monthly basis? It doesn't really matter. Some people like to hodl. Some people like to jump in and out. You know, I used to be the hodl type, and then I mean, if you buy out your Bitcoin straight, then it's okay. But then at this, like, you know, I push myself a little bit more, like learning how to read charts, like the very basic. So when it goes up, I'm gonna take profit, and I'm gonna hold on to, you know, whether that is stable coin or USD. And when it comes down, I'm gonna buy it. Like Bitcoin is a tool and it's a foundation, but like any other market, it is manipulated by the big players, players with big money. So learn how to, learn how to get in and out, in and out. When it goes up, take profit. When it goes down, buy, so that is my take on it, my friend. Between gold or Bitcoin, that is really up to you. And if you have any questions, let me know. But if you want to share your opinion, why you go for Bitcoin, or why you go for gold, or why you go for silver, whatever it is, let me know. Use the hashtag Billionaires Club, and we will get this conversation going, my friend. And that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Okay, much love. Ta-da.